All right, so let's now take you to KwaZulu-Natal, and that's where we'll find SABC News reporter Ayanda Mhlongo, who is standing by for us. Ayanda, where are you at the moment? And just give us the latest from KZN.
Nancy, very good afternoon to you and good afternoon to our viewers. Well, we're coming to you live from the Results Operations Centre here at the Durban ICC, as of course in KwaZulu-Natal as well. Political party leaders have been closely following the results as they have been coming through. We're currently now sitting at 58.34 of the votes that have been counted. A bit of a slow start this morning, but we saw these results picking up as the day progressed. Of course, we do understand that there were some issues in some of the districts in the province, one of them being the Zululand district, where they ran out of power, which then delayed the final capturing and auditing process of those results. You're speaking there, Unati, about the MK party, of course, and how it's come in and sort of turned the tables, so to speak. And this is what we've been hearing from some of the political parties. Of course, here in KwaZulu-Natal, the MK party is the party that is the frontliner. It is in the lead with over 760,000 votes at the moment, followed by the ANC with over 315,000, the IFP at over 312,000, and the Democratic Alliance at 243,000 votes that have been counted for those parties. Let me now bring in one of the political parties. Of course, the IFP, as we know, that the IFP had a really intense and strong campaign in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and they had set their sights on regaining control of this province, and are now joined by a member of the National Council of the IFP, Mr. Tobias Kumete. Mr. Kumete, thank you so much, sir, for your time. I'm just looking at the results. Action SA leader, Mr. Herman Mashaba, was just telling us, our colleagues there, that the Mkhonto weSizwe party has just sort of come and upset some of the political parties and their plans, and clearly here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal as well. Looking at the IFP, you're now third, and you were hoping as a party that this was going to be your election. You were going to be able to regain control of the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Your response to the results so far?
Thank you very much, Ayanda, and greetings to viewers at home. Yes, Ayanda, when you look at the results, they are on the board. Well, we are the third on the row. But for now, I'm convinced that numbers are going to change. I don't think that MK will stand at 750 permanently, because right now there are only 11 municipalities in KwaZulu-Natal. They have completed their results and submitted, and the rest are still working on capturing the results. And you have also mentioned the Zululand district is one of the areas where we are strong as an IFP. And also around Durban Metro, we are aware that only quite few number of VTs that have actually completed their results, and the rest are still working on it. Now, with all these districts and Durban Metro completing their calculations and capturing the results, for sure the IFP is going to go up and be number one in the province.
All right, Mr. Kumete, thank you so much for your time. I know we will be catching up with the IFP, of course, as we get nearer to 100% of those results have been completed. And I will also be just getting a response from the MK party, which, as we're saying, is the party that is now in the lead here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As Mr. Kumete was saying, Unati, we are still waiting for some of the biggest districts, including, as we mentioned, the Zululand districts, for those results to come through. And then, of course, the eThekwini Metro. Of the 5.7 million registered voters here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, eThekwini account for just under 2 million of those results. So quite a big voting block here in the eThekwini Metro, and we are waiting for those results to be coming through. Of course, we have been hearing from parties like the Mkhonto weSizwe party, and then bringing in my next guest now, hearing from parties like the Mkhonto weSizwe party saying that they've received from their party agents that were in the voting stations, and the numbers that were coming through, of course, these were numbers that have not yet being audited by the IEC, but they're saying that they're looking pretty good in the metro. We'll just have to wait, of course, until the IEC confirms for us those results. Let me now bring in representing the Mkhonto weSizwe Party, Mr. Ndaba Gqabaza, who's the head of communications in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Gqabaza, thank you so much, sir, for your time. We're looking at Mkhonto weSizwe, of course. We're still just under 60% of the votes haven't been counted in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. We are still waiting for the eThekwini Metro, which is quite big in terms of the numbers of votes that will be coming through. How are you faring? How do you feel that Mkhonto weSizwe is doing so far?
We feel very good. We are elated that Mkhonto weSizwe Party has performed so well at the first instance, just 4 months of its establishment.
I was just speaking to the IFP and they're saying, well, it's not over. They say it's not over until the fat lady sings, and we're still waiting for districts like Zululand, which other parties, it is the stronghold, for example, of the Inkatha Freedom Party. And then, of course, we have the big block, which will be the eThekwini Metro. Are you confident that you are going to be able to maintain this lead?
We're going to maintain the lead. We're going to get through into the 50% threshold. What I've just seen now of the eThekwini numbers, just over 1.2 million already counted, and already Mkhonto weSizwe Party stands at close to 600,000, and that's a very good showing. So we're looking forward to the numbers increasing and getting us to the 50% threshold.
Before I let you go, and I know the next conversation that is going to be held not only here in KwaZulu-Natal but other provinces as well, and possibly the country, was going to be around the coalitions. If you do not get the 50+1 in this province and unable to govern KwaZulu-Natal by your own, have you started as the MK Party, or what is your thoughts around coalitions? Has the discussions around possible coalitions started within Mkhonto weSizwe?
Our focus has always been an attainment of a 2/3 majority nationally, which would, of course, translate into majorities in the provincial counting as well. So far, we have not had any discussion regarding the coalitions. We are confident that we are going to get the 50% in KZN. Of course, it would simply be naturally correct after the elections have been counted and ascertained as correct. In case we don't get the 50%, it's natural that we would consider going into coalition with some other political parties. But for now, we are looking forward to 50% and forming a government of the province.
All right, Mr. Gqabaza, thank you so much, sir, for your time. We'll just have to wait and see then, as I was saying, that we're just under 60% of the votes that have been counted in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. The MK Party quite optimistic there that they are going to be able to achieve the 50+1% here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, which will enable them to govern KwaZulu-Natal without any other party. Of course, this is a huge blow for the African National Congress. If you look at the results currently as they stand, we haven't been able to get any word from the ANC. One of the representatives who came through to the Results Operations Center not willing to speak to the members of the media. So we are hoping that in the rest of the day, or possibly tomorrow, that we will get a reaction from the African National Congress. But of course, as I was saying, Unati, those results are still coming through. Political parties still watching that main results board, then keenly following the results. A lot is happening in KwaZulu-Natal. MK Party quite very happy with the results, and unfortunately for some of the other parties, they're slightly disappointed with how they've fared so far in this election. I'm going to leave it there for now, and we will be catching up with you hopefully a little bit later.
Ayanda Mhlongo, there for us. Thank you so much, of course, giving us the picture in terms of how the counting is looking like in KwaZulu-Natal.